Good morning, Lord. I come to you today carrying a weight that feels almost too heavy to bear. The ache of loss sits deep in my chest, and some mornings I wonder how I'll make it through another day without the person I love so much. You see everything, God. You see the empty chair at my kitchen table where my husband used to drink his coffee and read the morning news. You see the phone I still reach for to call my mom before remembering she won't answer anymore. You see the photos on my dresser that now feel like windows into a world I can no longer touch. This grief feels like learning to breathe underwater. Everything that used to feel natural and easy now requires tremendous effort. Simple tasks like grocery shopping become overwhelming when I remember I don't need to buy his favorite cereal anymore. The silence in my house feels deafening without her laughter filling the rooms. Lord, I'm asking you to meet me in this valley. When David wrote about walking through the valley of the shadow of death, he knew you were right there with him. I need to feel that presence today. When the waves of sadness crash over me without warning, when I'm standing in line at the store and suddenly tears start flowing, remind me that you're catching every single tear. Help me understand that grief isn't something to get over, but something to walk through. Show me how to honor the love I still carry while learning to live in this new reality. There are days when well-meaning friends tell me I should be moving on by now, that I should be grateful for the time I had. Their words sting even though I know they care. Give me grace for them and wisdom to know that only you understand the true depth of this loss. Guide me through the practical challenges too, God. The legal paperwork that needs handling, the belongings I don't know what to do with, the traditions we shared that now feel impossible to continue alone. When I open the closet and see clothes that still smell like perfume, when I find handwritten notes tucked in books, when I discover voice messages saved on my phone, give me strength to face these unexpected moments of intense pain. I confess there are times I feel angry at the unfairness of it all, angry at people who still have what I've lost. Sometimes even angry at you for allowing this to happen. I know you can handle my honest emotions, that you're not threatened by my questions or my rage. Transform this anger into something that doesn't poison my heart or push away the people who are trying to love me through this season. Teach me to receive help when it's offered. My pride wants to say I'm fine when neighbors bring meals or friends offer to run errands. Break down the walls I build when I'm hurting, and help me accept that community was designed to carry us through times like these. Show me how to ask for what I need instead of suffering in silence, because I don't want to burden others. Lord, comfort the others who are walking this path of loss today. The parent who lost a child and feels like their world has ended completely. The widow learning to sleep alone after 50 years of marriage. The adult orphan who realizes they're now the oldest generation in their family. The friend grieving someone who wasn't technically family, but felt like it anyway. Wrap your arms around each person whose heart is breaking this morning. Give us permission to grieve at our own pace. Not everyone understands that grief comes in waves, that we might have a good day followed by 3 terrible ones, that anniversaries and holidays hit differently now, that certain songs or smells can transport us instantly back to raw pain. Help us ignore the pressure to follow someone else's timeline for healing. I'm learning that love doesn't die when someone passes away. The connection I had with them, the way they shaped who I am, the memories we created together, these things remain even though their physical presence is gone. Show me healthy ways to maintain that bond while still engaging fully with the life I have left to live. Heal the regrets that haunt me, God. The things I wish I had said, the time I wish I had spent differently, the arguments that now seem so pointless, the opportunities I missed to show more love. I know my loved one understood my heart even when my actions weren't perfect. Free me from the prison of if only and help me focus on the beauty of what we did share. Restore my faith and joy. Right now it feels impossible that I'll ever laugh genuinely again or find pleasure in simple things like sunrise or music or good food. I trust that you're not finished with my story, that there are still chapters to be written that include happiness alongside the sadness. You promise to give us beauty for ashes, and I'm holding on to that promise even when I can't see it yet. Lead me toward the people who need what I'm learning. I know this experience is changing me in ways I don't fully understand yet. Eventually, you'll bring someone into my path who is just beginning this journey of loss, and I'll have something valuable to offer because I've walked through the fire myself. Help me see beyond my current pain to the ways you might use this for good. When loneliness feels crushing, remind me that you are always present. In the quiet evening hours when I miss having someone to share my day with, in the sleepless nights when worry about the future keeps me awake, in the moments when I feel forgotten by a world that has moved on while I'm still processing this loss. You see me, you know my pain, and you're committed to walking every step of this journey with me. Protect my physical health during this season. Grief is exhausting work that affects my body as much as my emotions. When I forget to eat or sleep properly, when stress creates headaches and stomach problems, when my immune system is weakened by the toll of constant sadness, strengthen me from the inside out. Give me energy for each day's tasks, even when my motivation is gone. Help me find small pockets of peace in unexpected places. Maybe it's the way morning light streams through my bedroom window, or the comfort of a warm cup of tea, or a kind text from a friend who remembers what today's date means to me. Train my eyes to notice these gifts even in the midst of darkness. I think about your son, Jesus, who wept when his friend Lazarus died, even though he knew he was about to raise him from the dead. You understand loss intimately. You experience the pain of separation and the ache of goodbye. Thank you for not being a distant God who watches our suffering from afar, but one who entered into human experience and felt everything we feel. Give me wisdom about honoring special dates and occasions. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays that used to be celebrations now feel like obstacles to survive. Show me creative ways to acknowledge these days that feel meaningful rather than just painful. Maybe it's visiting a favorite place we shared, making a donation to a cause they cared about, or starting a new tradition that celebrates their life rather than mourning their absence. Transform my understanding of death itself. Right now it feels like such a cruel ending, such a waste of all that was good and beautiful about the person I love. Help me grasp the eternal perspective, the truth that this separation is temporary for those who belong to you. As Paul wrote, we grieve, but not as those who have no hope. Anchor me in the promise of reunion and the reality of life beyond what I can see with my physical eyes. Speak peace over the anxiety about my own mortality that this loss has stirred up. Suddenly I'm aware of how fragile life is, how quickly everything can change, how none of us know what tomorrow holds. Instead of letting this awareness paralyze me with fear, use it to help me live more intentionally, love more freely, and hold on to earthly things more loosely. Lord, I surrender my expectations of what grief should look like. I release the pressure to be strong for everyone else, to have my faith figured out, to find the right words to explain what I'm going through. Meet me exactly where I am today, in this messy middle space between the life I used to know and whatever comes next. Soften the sharp edges of this pain over time. I'm not asking you to take away my love or erase my memories, but please ease the intensity of the ache so I can function, so I can be present for others who need me, so I can participate in life again, rather than just enduring it. Thank you for the gift of having someone to miss. As much as this hurts, I'm grateful I experienced a love deep enough to create such profound grief. Not everyone gets to know the kind of connection that makes loss this devastating. Help me see the pain as evidence of something beautiful rather than just something broken. Surround me with your presence today, Lord. When the tears come unexpectedly, when memories surface that take my breath away, when the reality of forever hits me fresh, be my comfort and my strength. I'm trusting you to carry what I cannot bear and to provide what I need for each moment. I love you, God. Even in this darkness, even when I don't understand your ways, even when faith feels harder than it used to be, you are still good, still sovereign, still working all things together for purposes I cannot see. Hold me close today and help me take the next step forward, however small it might be. Amen. If this prayer touched your heart today, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content that speaks to real-life struggles and the hope we find in God's presence. Share this with someone who might need to hear these words, and remember that you're not walking through grief alone.